Hello, I'm Bernard Norcott-Mahany. I work at the Blueford branch of the Kansas City Public Library, and during April, I have been reading poems by Pindar in celebration of athletes who had won various events around Greece in honor of the Olympic Games. So we're continuing today with Pythian poem number 10 for Hippokleas of Thessaly for victory in the boys' two-lap race, or the boys' long race. What's important about this particular poem is it's the earliest poem we have of Pindar's. It may very well be the earliest poem that he did, at least that he published. It's from 498. Pindar was 20 years old at the time. The Hippokleas comes from Thessaly, which is north of Athens. It's basically in the northernmost part of Greece. Once you get beyond it, you're in Macedonia. And Mount Olympus is located in the border between Thessaly and Macedonia. So, whereas Olympia is in the southern Greece, Mount Olympus is actually in northern Greece. So, in this poem, Pindar speaks of Heracles a little bit, and he speaks of Perseus quite a lot as people who have had dealings with people in the north. So that seems to be sort of a theme. So, Pythian number 10, 498 BCE, for Hippokleas of Thessaly for victory in the boys' two-lap race. Happy Lacedaemon, blessed Thessaly, in both one father begot their race of kings, Heracles, bravest in battle. What are these high, untimely words? Pytho and the town of Pallina call to me, and the sons of Eleus call, that I should bring in triumph for Hippokleas the loud voice of men. He is tasting the games. To the host of the dwellers around that vale and Parnassus proclaimed him, first of the boys in the double foot race. Apollo, sweet is the end of endeavor, sweet too its beginning, when a god speeds its growing. I think you planned that he should win this, and the blood in him follows his father's tracks, who won at Olympia twice in the armor of Ares, which takes the shock of war, and the games under the rocks of Crisa, in that deep meadow, put Phrygius first in the runner's race. May their luck hold, and keep in the days to come their lordly wealth a flower. So great a share of the lovely things of Hellas is theirs. Let God not envy them and change their fortune. Though God alone never tastes woe, yet that man is happy, and poets sing of him, who conquers with hand or swift foot and wins the greatest of prizes by steadfastness and strength, and lives to see his young son in turn get garlands at Pytho. He shall never climb the brazen sky, but what glittering things we mortal men attain, he travels there to the farthest edge of sailing. But not in ships or on foot will you find the marvelous road to the games of the people beyond the north. Perseus, the prince, has been at their feasts. He came to their houses and found them making high sacrifice of 100 asses to their god. In their feasts forever and their praises is Apollo's chief delight. He laughs as he sees their beasts' high-cocked presumption. And the muse never leaves that land, for this is their life. Everywhere the girls are dancing, and the sound of the harps is loud, and the noise of the flutes. They bind their hair with bay leaves of gold. They feast and are glad, and sickness never, nor cursed old age, touches their holy bodies. Without toil, without war they dwell, and do not trouble the stern scales of Nemesis. Breathing the courage of his heart, came Danae's son, Athena his guide, to visit the fortunate ones. He slew the Gorgon, and came with that head of writhing serpent hair to the islanders, and struck them dead in stone. But for me, no wonder if the gods do it, nor anything hard for belief. Easy the oar, drop the anchor quick from the bows. Let it bite the bottom, to keep us off the reef. The light of the holiday song darts from one thought to another like a bee. I hope that when the men of Ephyra pour out sweet music beside Peneus, they will make Hippokleas with their singing more splendid than ever for the wreaths he has won among his fellows and elders, and the young girls will look at him. For many loves trouble the hopes of men, to each his heart's desire, and when he gets it, ravishingly sweet will he find the common thoughts he comes by, and there's no guessing what any 12-month brings. I know this, Thorax is busy with delights for his friends, who for my sake took pains to harness the 4-horse chariot of the Muses. He loves me, I him. He my guide, I his in friendship. At the rest, gold is proved by the touchstone, and so is a true mind. I have praise yet for his excellent brothers, who bear on high the Thessalians' land and bring it to power. In the hands of good men lies the noble piloting of cities, handed from father to son. So that was Pythian number 10 from 498 BCE for Hippokleas of Thessaly, winner in the boys' 2-lap race.